Hello, universe. Havadi. Havodi. Havodi. Havaldo. Vadu. 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 Hey, how are you? Character King Kingsley Martin here with you for the brand new episode of Life with Kings. I hope you're doing well. Let's get into the action. Sounds like a bad Howard Cosell pornographic thing. Let's get into the action. Here he goes. Bobby's getting busy with this girl. He really got it. He's going up on. He's going high. It's tall. It's monkey. He's going to get the shot. Oh my God! He's taking the shot. Oh! He hit it on the rim. There he goes. All right. All right. So, what the hell's the matter with me? Okay. Yeah. This is why I don't have friends. Outside the ones I pay. Okay. Whoo. Got that energy out. This is my little peek. Nail file. I've been doing my nails, yes, but no, I've been doing my nails, and anyway, so that's important. Okay, so let me get on to the point of why the hell I'm here, because I know you're probably wondering what the guy want. Okay, so when we last left Kingsley on Life with Kingsley, my life is falling apart. Okay, damn, I have too many drugs. So it's been a while. I did my first 30 days of straight shots. And I was like, oh, this is great. I did good. I proved to myself I could do it. And then, you know, I started doing other stuff. And, you know, life sort of led me away from you guys for a little while. But I'm back. I've missed you. The important thing is that we last. It's not quantity. It's quality. So, but I want to start sharing. I have some experiences to share with you now. You know, and this is, I've just been sort of enjoying the world, and started to have someone new in my life. Where it's leading, I can't tell you. I can tell you where I'd like it to lead, but I can't tell you where it's leading, because it's moving slower than I'm normally used to, and so it's a little bit trippy for me. I'm doing my best with it though, because you know, I'm resisting those wild, passionate urges for my, you know, super fast, and I'm trying to pace them out. Mr. Hand here. Okay, so anyway, so that's kind of one of the things that's been happening, and just really, I just didn't really have a lot to share. My life was in a place where I was just doing different stuff, but now here I am. Months later, it's not been months, like 6 weeks or whatever, you know, effectively a month probably, and I have a new experience that I want to, you know, vlog you into and share with you, so that if you're going through this, you can also kind of, you know, share in it and maybe learn something from it, da-da-da-da. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to try and explain this as quickly as possible, because I've already wasted 8 minutes rambling. Ramble. It can be funny, it can also be annoying. Woo! Okay. So, this house, as kind of, you know, disheveled as it is at the moment, because I just got back from vacation, I did an inspection of it. I don't know if you can look up there and see this stuff. Get your finger out of the shot, Kingsley. That's what she said. Giggity. You can see this dark area up here. Well, it's damaged from water damage, but if you could see stuff outside that blue tape up there, this house has an it had an infestation, ladies and gentlemen. It had an infestation. The infestation is known as black mold, and black mold is a cancer. It's dangerous. You know, and I don't understand that. Why is black mold dangerous? Why is the green mold friendly? No. No, it has black mold, and it's spreading throughout the left side of the house, relatively speaking, up and down the kitchen line, which is very, very dangerous. So that's one of the challenges. Also found out this hot water heater I have over here. It's a 40-galloner that I'm rambling around showing you stuff. But so this hot water heater is, you know, 40-gallon, but it's very old, and it's actually burned down the pilot to the bottom, and there's scorch marks on the side of the hot water heater where it has started to burn through the body of the hot water heater itself, and it becomes a fire hazard. Then the garage door over there is not fire retardant, so if a fire does start here in the garage, it will spread into the house like wildfire. so I had this inspector out, and that was one of the first things they mentioned was this black mold and the hot water heater and the fire hazards in addition to that, and it didn't get better. At the end of the day, after 2 hours of their inspection and a 52 or 53 page report, I can't remember at the moment, I said, okay, give it to me straight. I'd rather have it brutal than expensive. So tell me, in grade school terms, 1 to 100, 100 being an A+ for a house of quality, what would you rate this house at? And the inspector, without hesitation, said 25. Ouch. Well, I know what the lady who currently owns this house is asking for it. It is below market value. However, with all the costs of repairs included, rotted, foundation, piping for the plumbing, which is out of date now after 40 plus years, wiring pulled away from the house, old air conditioner, all this stuff. We're talking easily $70,000 to $80,000 at least to repair all this stuff. Not to mention months where I wouldn't even be able to live here while I'm trying to get rid of the black mold. I mean, it's just a very costly thing, and I know she won't go below 129 because I've asked her before if she would. Now, she may if she knows that there's no choice. It's going to be very expensive for her to fix it all, but she has roofing issues up here, which you probably can't tell because of the contrast or lack thereof. So there's so many things that she may say, okay, I'm going to have to come in there and fix it myself, or she'll have someone else come in and fix it and do it, but there's a wholly re-leveling of the house, and I really like the house in a way. It's great location-wise. Is the house perfect? No. I do like older houses, and I do like this to some degree, but there are things that don't work. So anyways, I'm gonna move on. Start a new search for a home that I want to buy, or make some final decisions as to whether this is where I'm going to settle ultimately. Even if it's just my first house or whatever, got to see where things go with some other aspects of my life. I mean, life is what happens when you make plans. I at one point thought about going back to Austin, but this thing where I met someone new and that wasn't the primary reason. But it added to the things where I was like, okay, well, I got a business here. I'm starting to get comfortable with the area. I'm starting to enjoy the area. It's not far from it's up and down the road from 2 major cities. It's really not that hard to get to Austin to see my family. There's possibilities here. So that, in addition to the fact that I met someone new and I'd like to see where that goes, I mean, it just adds up to this is probably where I want to stay, at least for a while. Unless something, catastrophically good or not so good happens with the result of my getting back into writing, and, I can be in LA for a while, and be here for a while, in LA, and here, in New York, and blah, 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 blah. Anyways, so, ramble. It's fun sometimes, though, right? Kool-Aid. Okay, what the hell am I talking about? Okay, so I have effectively in my own brain, I've decided about 6 weeks to move on. I do not feel that is going to be enough time from a realistic standpoint to find a house that I'm going to say, okay, I'm willing to spend $120,000 or $130,000 on this house to make it the house of my future. Now, I'll just find a house and I'll go, holy shitballs, and I'll be like, okay, this is it. There's also a possibility that I will say, nah, I just can't find anything, and I don't want to rush myself with it with the time I have. So I'm not going to rush it. I think I'm going to move into an apartment for 6 months. As much as I dislike it, my business is going to be in a little bit of upheaval. I'm going to be in a little bit of upheaval. I'm going to move into an apartment, I think, for 6 months, unless something just really changes in the next 6 weeks, and I find something just amazing and awesome blossom in this area. Moving there for 6 months and start the search to find a house, see where things go with what's happening in my personal life in that way, and then just see where things, kind of drift. Well, not drift, but where they shift towards. Shift into turbo! This is why I don't have friends. Okay, so, ramble. It's funny. You'll like it. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. But I want you to follow my journey if you can tolerate my spastic. Apparently the mold has gotten to my brain, so that's why I'm kind of, like this. I'm like, boo, 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 boo. I have a lot of emotional problems, don't I? Okay, so, or I have too many drugs in my system. Okay, so that's it for now, but if you want to watch the journey of a madman on his search for a home, then, double quotes, can't do it to one hand, but double quotes, this is kind of like the claw. So, then stay tuned, stick around, like my shirt, it's awesome. I keep getting compliments on these shirts. It's called Get a Life, the brand. I'm not telling you to get a life, but get one. No, so it's called Get a Life. I get a lot of compliments on these shirts, so if you're ever in Walmart, which is actually where I picked them up, they are awesome. And they're super soft. I like touching myself. And that sounded wrong. And they're only like $9. So check them out. Anyways, sponsorship! Okay, so I'm going to go now because the nurse is going to find me soon. And if you want to follow this journey and see what happens with the house search and everything like that there, then please stick around. Thanks so much for watching this if you made it all the way through. Take care of yourselves and enjoy the world. That's what it's here for. Take it easy.